This Saturday matinee features a pair of conference queens looking for a key tune-up before section and regional play. It's an interstate duel on this edition of high school girls basketball from St. Croix Lutheran Academy in West St. Paul. The 19-3 St. Croix Lutheran Academy Crusaders, Queens of the Skyline, host the 20-3 Hudson Raiders, Queens of the Big Rivers Conference. Greetings, everyone. I'm Mike Beaton. Here I am all by myself talking to myself. That's Chaos Theory. St. Croix Lutheran Academy, the host school. It's not often, though, that you see a team from the Badger State come over here to play a game, but that's what we have on tap this afternoon. St. Croix Lutheran Academy has torn up the Skyline Conference, as they customarily have over the last couple of years. And if you followed our coverage, you know about their big three: Laura Hauge, Callie, Oakland, and Zoey Washington. Hauge, pacing the team in scoring, recently crossed 2,000 career points and is always a threat from three-point range. Callie Oakland has 4 double-doubles and played a vital role in the second meeting with Maranatha Christian Academy to compensate for a defensive scheme that was targeting Laura Hauge. The Crusaders struggled a bit when Zoey Washington had to miss a few games due to injury, but since she came back, she has given the Crusaders a steadying force on offense. That big three for St. Croix Lutheran hopes to get themselves into the state tournament and maybe a possible rematch with Providence Academy. They have a few games left in the regular season, and they'll have to get through Minnehaha Academy most likely in the section for 2A. But this is a team that could sneak up and pull a few surprises if they can help it. We don't get to see Hudson often since they're in the Badger State, but they've won the Big Rivers Conference title in 2 of the last 3 seasons with a group that screams consistency. They don't have an explosive score. Nobody has more than 22 points in a single game this season, but you really can't key in on anyone because every single one of them can step up for a big performance. Grace Lewis, Olivia Grothaus, Ella Carstensen, and Grace Hansen, all players to keep an eye on. Grace Hansen leads the team in assists, just under 5 a game. Grothaus leads the team in rebounds at about 5.5 per game. And she has a strong lineage, too. She's the younger cousin of Emma Grothaus, who was a superstar at Matamidi. And Grace Lewis leads the team in scoring. Hudson's makeup, not unlike some other schools we have seen here where you have more than one option to get things done. But they play in a tough section, a tough region at the highest level, Division I in Wisconsin. They made it all the way to second place a couple of years ago. They're hoping as the 4 seed in their region, they can pull off a similar run. A win over St. Croix Lutheran would be a wonderful tune-up before regional play. We'll be back for the starting lineups. You're watching high school girls basketball. Twin Cities Sports Broadcasting and a whole lot more. That's what you get from TSB Television. We provide long-lasting digital coverage of your favorite athletes from the preps to the pros. Dazzling moves. Holloman, good if it goes. Yes! Game winners. James, she's in trouble. Finds James, tough shot, it goes in! And everything in between. Before we let you go, do you want to say hi to anybody?
Oh, I don't know. That put me on the spot there.
If you want to connect with our audience, visit us at patreon.com/TSB Television or sponsor our coverage through PayPal and Cash App. Thank you for watching.
Now, the starting lineup for the visiting Hudson Raiders.
Welcome back to St. Croix Lutheran Academy in West St. Paul for an interstate battle, Minnesota and Wisconsin. Hudson being introduced first.
Number 12, senior Grace Hansen.
And that balance is something to behold. Grace Lewis averaging 11.2 points per game. Olivia Grothaus 11.1. Ella Carstensen 10.5. Grace Hansen 9.2. Nobody has more than 22 points, but 3 players do have 20-point games to their credit. St. Croix Lutheran, not quite as balanced, at least not that evenly, but they have some options. We mentioned Callie Oakland having a double-double, a big game against Maranatha Christian Academy to get around the defensive scheme that targeted Laura Hauge. And Zoey Washington, that third option. Haley Orvik has come along nicely, and Amaya Penn, also a reliable scorer. But it's not often we get a battle of Minnesota and Wisconsin teams. With the starters introduced, let's recap them for you. For Hudson, it's Grace Lewis, Olivia Grothaus, Grace Hansen, Katie Grismore, and Ella Carstensen. And for St. Croix Lutheran, same five as usual. Laura Hauge, Ella Avery, Zoey Washington, the St. Thomas commit, Callie Oakland, and Amaya Penn. We should also point out Laura Hauge has verbal to St. Thomas, but technically not official yet because you can't sign the NLI until you're a senior. But a couple of Summit League prospects. And for Hudson, no college choices yet, but we do have several multi-sport athletes, and the senior crew, including Lewis and Hansen, they were part of that silver medalist group from last year. Hudson wastes little time winning the tip. Grace Lewis takes off for a fast break score. Amaya Penn. There's Ella Avery. She went off for a big game when we were here last year as St. Croix Lutheran played Cambridge Isani. Callie Oakland fighting for the rebound. Nothing there. And Zoey Washington will let that bounce out of bounds. Occasionally, we do see Wisconsin schools playing Minnesota teams. The Tip-Off Classic is one such case with Lacrosse Aquinas. They come up here every year. Here's Laura Hauge for three. Short. Zoey Washington with the rebound. Throws it up and in. And Washington with a chance for a three-point play.
Falls on Ella Carstensen. Zoey Washington shooting 1 free throw.
Zoey Washington, a big fan of Whitney Houston. And I know we joke about the younger generation and all the things they missed out on, but they do respect the classics. Age is just a number anyway. It is not indicative of your intelligence. Here's Hudson as they try to take the lead again. Grace Lewis drains the runner from the baseline. Washington inside to Oakland. The high-low play gets Callie Oakland on the board. Ella Avery going for the steal there. It will be a side out for Hudson. This is the only Minnesota team Hudson has on the schedule. They go back door. Unable to post up was Grismore, and a dead ball rebound to Hudson. Now, if you're wondering, when teams outside the state come up here, we play with the home state's rules. So 18-minute halves. Wisconsin has 18-minute halves, though. They have not put in a shot clock yet. Minnesota will do that starting next year. Here come the Crusaders. Laura Hauge, short on the transition three. Rebound Grismore. A foul is called on St. Croix Lutheran Academy. And going to the line is Ella Carstensen. Carstensen, 10.5 points per game, 4.4 rebounds. Free throw shooting just about even among the top scorers. Carstensen shooting 71%, Lewis 71%, Grothaus 73%. But Hudson blanks. Crusaders with a 5-4 lead. Callie Oakland lines up the three, comes up just a tad short. Rebound tip to Avery. Here comes Oakland through the hole. Layup is short. Avery again got bumped. Found Washington though for the save. Couple of O-boards here for St. Croix Lutheran Academy. One of the top teams in 2A, but a likely underdog to Minnehaha Academy to take the section. That being said, St. Croix Lutheran Academy has some notable wins on the resume, including Mountain Iron Buell. They cough it up there. Callie Oakland lunges for it. We'll have a jump ball. St. Croix Lutheran Academy with the arrow.
Olivia Penn coming in for the Raiders. Callie Oakland for the Crusaders.
St. Croix Lutheran Academy also with a big win over Grand Rapids and a notable one over Holy Family Catholic. They lost to Hill Murray, but that was one of the games where Zoey Washington was not available. And more recently, they beat Orono, so there's no lack of quality wins for St. Croix Lutheran Academy on the resume. High-low from Washington to Orvik. Orvik doesn't start, but plays an integral role nonetheless. Hudson also bringing in some subs. We'll get them in a moment. That's Olivia Petty, one of the leading rebounders, number 42. Look out. It's a tight fit down there. This is not a big gym. I've done many games here for Town Square Television and a few on the TSB channel. That's Callie Oakland getting the block from behind on Olivia Grothaus. Petty. Left alone on the left wing. They'll try from the right wing. Bullseye. Katie Grismore with the first three-pointer. And we're tied at 7 in the early going. Hauge. Now Penn. Hauge in trouble there for the moment. It will stay St. Croix Lutheran Academy ball. 13:03 left in the first half. St. Croix Lutheran Academy has walloped the Skyline as Penn finds Orvik again for a delayed high-low. So they have had to go outside the conference to class up in their non-conference games. But a lot of teams go through that, even in the Lake. You can't control the conference. Not every game is going to be a tight one. But St. Croix Lutheran Academy making the most of it. They forced the jump. Hudson with the arrow. 12:29 left in the first half. And as we noted in the open, Hudson, a Division I school in Wisconsin. That would be the equivalent to a 4A school here. The lower the number, the higher the enrollment. Runner, yes! Grace Lewis up to 6 points. And I bring that up because of St. Croix Lutheran Academy. Should they get the win against Hudson today, it may not help them a lot in QRF, but it would certainly help them as far as contending goes. Amaya Penn drains the three from the corner. 12-9 the score. Petty. Foul. Side out for Hudson.
Fouls on Haley Norman.
Again, Hudson's place in their region is already locked in. They're going to have the number 4 seed in their region. So this game doesn't hurt them. Win or lose, they know where they're going. They know where their path is. Actually, their first round game is against Eau Claire North, who they beat last night. They should have no trouble getting out of that first round. Runner through traffic. Grace Hansen comes up short. Laura Hauge brings the ball up. Again, Laura Hauge, 2,000 career points. Turnaround, Jay, short. And the rebound goes to Grothaus. Grace Lewis to Olivia. Lewis for 3. Yes! Grace Lewis with 9, and we're tied again. Crusaders will call a timeout. Didn't like what they saw in that set. And we've got ourselves an interesting game as far as the flows, the storylines go. St. Croix Lutheran Academy, 4 players have chipped in. For Hudson, Grace Lewis has 9 points out of the team's 12. And for Lewis, who's off to a terrific start, that could go a long way. Again, nobody has more than 21 points in a game. Hudson, winners of their last 6. They dropped a game against Superior, 68-60. Had a close loss with Wasau West and Marshfield. So this Hudson team, I don't know how they'll fare in regions or state because I don't have a good read on Wisconsin teams. I live in Minnesota. But based on the results, this is a team that could make some noise. The 3 losses they suffered weren't blowouts, and they've handled their conference teams without too much difficulty. And have put together a pretty solid resume. Zoey Washington putting together a solid play there following the timeout, so it paid off for the Crusaders. They got a better look, and they take a 14-12 lead. Hudson sending in a couple more reserves. That's Simone Ransom, number 30. Carstensen goes to the middle. Now Lewis is bumped.
Fouls on Ella Avery.
Ella Wolf also in the game for Hudson. Drive to the hole. Free throws coming for Ella Carstensen. Carstensen averaging 10.5.
Ella Carstensen shooting 2.
Blanked her last time, though, at the line. And still having trouble knocking down those freebies.
Iowa Little and Laura Hauge into the Crusaders.
And she is still scoreless. So some early misses from Hudson at the free throw line. We'll see how that impacts them as the game moves along. Avery, the high post, goes back out to Isla Little. Hudson with the stop. 8:55 to go in the first half. Long two. Goes off the back iron. That was Grismore. Avery with the rebound. She's got Washington. Leans into her coverage, but leaned a little too hard. She'll be called for the offensive foul.
Offensive foul on Zoey Washington. Grace Hansen coming in for the Raiders.
Tough break for Zoey Washington. That could have been a fast break score. Instead, Hudson catches another break. Hudson swings it around. Now they go inside. Callie Oakland warding off Ella Wolf. And now we'll have free throws. Possibly. No, side out. Okay, it was a 2-5. I thought I saw the two fingers go up to signal two shots, but just a common foul on Carstensen and a side out for
Olivia Grothaus.
St. Croix Lutheran Academy with 8:10 to go in the first half. Avery out to Hauge. Slices through, and that will be a shooting foul and free throws. Laura Hauge, multi-sport athlete, state tournament participant in golf, also a big Toy Story fan. And her family owns 4 dogs.
Coming in for the Crusaders.
Hauge with a 30-point game this season. Not quite as explosive as some of her fellow 2A contenders in Addie Mack and Madden Greenway, but she gets the job done. The clock started inadvertently. Or no, it didn't. They had to get some subs in. But the clock did start, so the official's going to go over the scores table, and I think we're going to put a couple of ticks back on. I guess not. So 7:56 is how much time we have left. But everything is in order. Olivia Petty draws the foul, much to the dismay of the St. Croix Lutheran fans in attendance. All sitting ahead of me here. Olivia Petty, one of the leading rebounders, averaging 5.9 points per game. Her free throw shooting Not so hot, just 43% coming into this game, but she knocks down the front end. And that's all she'll get. So it's 16-13. Hudson, 1 of 6 from the free throw line. Even though it's early, that is making a difference here. At least so far. Little to Hauge. Tries to post up, goes underneath for a 3-point play chance. Hauge with the basketball version of the squeeze play. Hauge has 8 20-point games this season. And passed the 2,000-point mark in their most recent outing. So that 3-point play puts her up to 5, and the Crusaders hold their largest lead of the game. Hudson looking to cut that margin in half. They won't quite do it, but Olivia Grothaus does get a couple of rebounds that lead to a putback, and Hudson will take that. Grothaus is on the board. Washington to Little. Avery had the ball poked from behind. Now Grothaus was in trouble, but a foul, and that's going to send Hudson to the line as they are in the bonus. And that is the second foul on Avery. So St. Croix Lutheran, they do have some depth, but it could be put to the test here. Grothaus shooting 73%. A lane violation.
Lane violation on the Raiders. Free throws, no good.
So take away the free throw.
Katie Grismore coming in for the Raiders.
And that's a tough break. So more free throw woes for Hudson. 1 of 6, and now a lane violation. Takes away a trip. Washington drains the runner. Zoey Washington making a couple of big plays, and that is a crucial swing. Hudson for 3. Little strong. Rebound, Amaya Penn. She finds Little. Hauge. Washington through the hole. Another layup. Timeout. Hudson. St. Croix Lutheran Academy building their lead. 23-15, their largest.
Timeout by the Raiders.
Zoey Washington, averaging 11.5, did pick up 21 points in a game earlier this season. Came over from Matamidi and has played a supporting figure for St. Croix Lutheran Academy since then, and has done quite well. All Skyline Conference member last year, an honorable mention in 2A All-State. Considers herself a quick guard with a good first step. And the Crusaders, who made the state tournament in 3A 2 years ago, appear poised to have a similar outing. They made state as a 3A member. First time ever in school history. That was the COVID year, but they won a close one with Como Park. And they have yet to lose a conference game since moving to the Skyline. at least in the last couple of years. That's right, Skyline came in 4 years ago. But they haven't lost a conference game in at least a couple of years, and it looks like that streak will continue. They have St. Agnes one more time. Petty to Katie Grismore. Olivia Grothaus with 5 minutes to go launches a deep three, and that did everything but go in. Oakland slings it. Look out. Isla Little was off balance, out of position, and no fast break play for the Crusaders there. St. Croix Lutheran Academy, though, still holds an 8-point lead. I joked on my social media this morning, I don't think we're going to see 126 points today like Providence Academy scored last night in a game that maybe turned into backyard basketball. There were some not so natural elements in last night's score, but let's not diminish the accomplishments of Madden Greenway and Addie Mack, who both set single game scoring records for their respective schools. Still Hudson ball. Oakland with the block on Grothaus. Kicks out. They reset, go back inside. Nothing there. Petty didn't have an opening. Grothaus now outside. Tries the skip pass to Grismore. And St. Croix Lutheran Academy swarming the interior again. Callie Oakland has really made a significant jump between last year and this year. In her class, the 2026 group, Madden Greenway and Toy Orline are the leaders. Oakland out to Avery. That goes off the leg of Hansen. It will stay with St. Croix Lutheran Academy. 3:35 left in the first half. And now the Crusaders biding their time. Avery has the ball now. That was Penn who set her up. Here's Washington who spins past Grothaus. Layup just a bit short. And a foul on the Crusaders, so Hudson goes back to the line. Unless that was an offensive foul.
Falls on Zoey Washington.
No, it was not. Loose ball foul. Hudson thought it was a team control foul for a moment. They got to go the other way. Olivia Grothaus at the line. An empty trip there, and Grothaus couldn't hang on to it. Official corrected himself, signaling Hudson ball initially before changing direction. Oakland along the left wing. Zips it inside. Amaya Penn had the ball deflected from her grip. Crusaders will hang on to it with 2:34 left in the frame. Oakland, the handoff to Hauge. Laura pulls up from the elbow, swish. Grothaus. Petty to Hansen at the key. Petty inside the line. Jumper is short. Hauge collects the ball, skips it to Zoey Washington, fakes the three, sees a lane, and draws the foul. Washington with 9 points. Has a younger sister who we'll see more of, I imagine, in the years to come for St. Croix Lutheran Academy.
Coming in for the Raiders.
Washington on the season shooting about 63% from the free throw line. Makes one of two here. And St. Croix Lutheran Academy slowly padding their lead as Hudson remains mired in a scoring drought. They had a free throw taken away due to a lane violation and have had a hard time locating their shot as of late. Grothaus. This is Wolf. Lost it at the high post. Amaya Penn comes up with a loose ball. A lot of camaraderie with this Crusaders team as Avery goes cross court to Penn, throws it away. Everyone from last year's starting five returned. Isla Little was a key bench figure on last year's team. And we'll see how much that chemistry pays off when it's time for sections. There are three teams that are on the short list: Minnehaha Academy, St. Croix Lutheran Academy, and Minneapolis Roosevelt. If you go by QRF, as Grothaus is hounded by Oakland. Hudson unable to penetrate from the key. Now they tried to work their way in. Backdoor play for Grothaus will lead to free throws as Oakland bumped her. So that will be the first foul on Callie, whose dad is part of the coaching staff, and it didn't take long for me to figure out where Callie's height came from. Here's Olivia Grothaus, who stands 5'11", not quite as tall as her cousin, Emma, who is 6'3", and finishing her college career at Washington. And Grothaus ends the scoring drought for Hudson. They've been stuck at 15 for some time. 45 seconds. 26-17. Two of the big three making an impact on offense, and Callie Oakland has demonstrated her influence on defense on a few occasions to help St. Croix Lutheran Academy build a 9-point lead. Here's Hauge looking to get the step, unable to do so. Hudson on the run, throwing it up. Ella Wolf, a tough shot through a double team. Her prayer was answered though. 5 seconds, time for St. Croix Lutheran to get a shot off. Here's Penn, bullseye! Her second three of the game as Laura Hauge was under duress. And St. Croix Lutheran Academy ends the first half with a flare. They lead 29-19 over Hudson. A big, lengthy scoring drought opened the door for the 2A team. However, Hudson has plenty of balance at their disposal and a lot of talent of their own. You don't win a conference title without some skill. So we have a long way to go and just a 10-point game. Stick around to find out who wins this interstate battle when we return. Twin Cities Sports Broadcasting and a whole lot more. That's what you get from TSB Television. We provide long-lasting digital coverage of your favorite athletes from the preps to the pros. Dazzling moves. Holloman, good if it goes. Yes! Game winners. From James. She's in trouble. Finds James. Tough shot! It goes in! And everything in between. Before we let you go, do you want to say hi to anybody?
Oh, I don't know. That put me on the spot there.
If you want to connect with our audience, visit us at patreon.com/TSB Television or sponsor our coverage through PayPal and Cash App. Thank you for watching. The second half moments away from St. Croix Lutheran Academy in West St. Paul. St. Croix Lutheran Academy playing Hudson. A battle of Gopher State versus Badger State schools. Mike Beaton with you. First half numbers. Grace Lewis has 9 points to lead the Raiders. No one else has more than 4. And for St. Croix Lutheran Academy, Zoey Washington has 10. Laura Hauge has 7. And Amaya Penn, with that buzzer beater 3, has 6. And as we get ready to start the second half, a lengthy scoring drought on the part of Hudson helped St. Croix Lutheran build their lead. It was back and forth early, but that lengthy field goal drought, Callie Oakland not making it easy for opposing post players. And we'll see what she does here. That's a good way to start. Grothaus finds a cutting Grismore. Three ball. Washington, a little too strong. Hudson on the run. Pass a little high, but Carstensen was able to make the catch. Nowhere to go. And we're going to have a discussion over whose ball it is. That's Lonnie Anderson, who said ball was last touched by the red team. That would be St. Croix Lutheran. Lonnie, also a resident historian, shares a lot of old film, and Hudson tries to go high-low, but Lewis wasn't in the right spot. Hudson with the steal. Grismore finds Carstensen, and again, Hudson continuing to struggle down low. Laura Hauge pops a 3 from the key. That's strong. Ella Avery snuck in there for the rebound. Washington. What a play. Zoey Washington in the right place at the right time today. Three rattles in and out. Grothaus will score the second chance layup. Ella Carstensen with the rebound and the dime. Avery, turnaround through the hole. Oakland using that 6-foot frame to get the reach. Hauge for 3. Off the back iron. Hudson with a 3-point play chance. A heads-up play by Grace Hansen. She saw Oakland on top of her, waited for help, found Carstensen trailing. Ella gets on the board. And Hudson has a chance to pick up some momentum. Jess Vadnais, the head coach for Hudson, Jessica, I should say, said, I don't think I've ever enjoyed coaching as much as I have this season with the team she has. They work hard in practice and games. They have a lot of fun. And she really was glowing about the chemistry on this team, which I think is evident when you look at the stat line. St. Croix Lutheran Academy tried to go high-low, and they turned the ball again, turn it over. What was a 10-point lead is down to 5 and could get even smaller. The lob, a little too soft. Orvik picks it off. Avery. Oakland for 3. Yes! We don't see Callie go behind the arc all that much, but you know this. Post players, they can shoot threes these days. That's a big bucket in any instance for St. Croix Lutheran Academy. And a foul is called. Grace Hansen draws it. She'll go to the line. Hansen has started as point guard for the Raiders over the last 2 seasons, leading the Big Rivers Conference in assists. Came off the bench on the silver medal team from 2 years ago. A 3-sport athlete, tennis, basketball, and soccer, and she has reached the state tournament in all 3 sports. Still working out her college plans, but that's all right. Sounds like she has plenty of options. But Hansen missing both free throws. Hudson, it's a little bizarre to see them struggle when you've got 3 players shooting over 70. They're only 4 of 12. Oakland from the high post. Takes the feed again from Zoey Washington. Gets the fadeaway on Grothaus to fall. Callie Oakland with 7. And that big 3 for St. Croix Lutheran Academy. Doing big things. Ella Avery, one of the seniors, doesn't score a lot compared to that big 3 I spoke of, but she is a quintessential hustle player. Grothaus off the inbound. Short-range shot short. Oakland with another block. Do not mess with Callie Oakland. Grothaus on the take will shoot 2. Grothaus, the junior.
Fouls on Amaya Washington. Olivia Grothaus shooting 2.
Grothaus with 6 points. Hudson might take some solace knowing they don't have to worry about coming into these gyms in postseason play. They blank again. 4 of 14. And when you look at the margin, here come the Raiders. Layup is short. Hudson just leaving a lot of shots empty, a lot of possessions coming up short. A little bizarre when you look at the resume, the record. They are the reigning Big Rivers Conference champions and did so with an unblemished record. St. Croix Lutheran Academy, they've already won the Skyline, which is no surprise, and in all likelihood will also run through the conference slate undefeated with St. Agnes awaiting them. They also play Richfield on Monday. That game shouldn't be any trouble. Richfield haven't regained their form of years past. Amaya Penn hasn't lost her 3-point form. She's got 9. And this balanced attack for St. Croix Lutheran Academy. is winning out over the balanced Hudson attack that we've seen. Hansen, the bounce pass to Grothaus, long two, swish. And that's what Hudson would like to see more of with 12:38 to go in the game. Timeout, St. Croix Lutheran Academy. 12:37 left. Hudson, again, their regular season has concluded.
Timeout by the Crusaders.
They will start region play next week against Eau Claire North. Again, that game should be a winnable one. Wisconsin starts their season about a week before the Minnesota season. A few more notes on the Hudson team. They've given up just 43 points per game. And when you win conference and you're one of the top teams, that isn't too much of a surprise. Hudson winning the Big Rivers Conference 3 times in the last 6 years. And in the last 2, they went undefeated. Now, with high school sports, winning conference isn't quite the same here as it is at the college level. You don't get automatic bids per se, but it does give you some leverage when you get to sections and state with how they're seeded. The Big Rivers Conference made up of a lot of Western Wisconsin teams. Hudson right across the border, separated only by the St. Croix River. The kick out, Amaya Penn, 3 is short. She was aware of that. Tried to make a move inside. Here's Katie Grismore. Lewis. Handoff. And free throws coming as Callie Oakland will be hit with her second personal foul. This is Ella Wolf.
Falls on Zoey Washington. Callie Oakland.
Wolf this season averaging 4.2 points per game, 52% free throw shooter. Final game of the regular season for Hudson. They start region play, I should say, next Friday. So they'll have about a week to prepare. And more missed free throws. I think I have an idea what the next practice session will focus on at Hudson whenever that comes. This is a holiday weekend, with Monday being President's Day. Avery, the handoff. Hauge, deep 3. Yes! Hauge with 10. St. Croix Lutheran Academy up 42-28 against a 20-win team in Hudson. Penn brings the pressure up top and swipes the ball. Avery, left alone, launches. Can't connect. Rebound Grismore. Hudson running out of chances here. They trail by 14, 10:38 to go. A lot can happen, but we haven't seen them develop a strong offensive fluidity yet. Oakland Gets the steal from the low post, almost walked. Put on the brakes just in time. Hauge's cross-court pass is stolen by Ella Carstensen. The handoff to Wolf. She'll attack. Layup is strong. And the rebound pinballs over to Oakland. David Mielke not liking the organization or lack thereof from St. Croix Lutheran Academy. He'll call a timeout with 9:55 to go in regulation. Now, as we look ahead in the final week of the regular season, going back to 4-2A, Minnehaha Academy remains the favorite. They did not play St. Croix Lutheran. They have in the last couple of years, but it's expected those two will score off again. Minneapolis Roosevelt could play spoiler, but when you look at strength of schedule and the teams they've played, who they have wins against, I put my money on an all-red 4-2A section final. Now, if you ask me who would win between Minnehaha Academy and St. Croix Lutheran Academy, hard to say. Providence Academy is going to be the favorite in 2A, regardless, with wins over Hopkins, a sweep over Minnehaha Academy, and wins over Aquinas, St. Croix Lutheran, and a host of other schools. They play Holy Angels next week, although I don't know if that game will be held as scheduled. It depends on what happens with an incoming snowstorm set for next week. 3-ball. Hauge a little too strong. Not the best performance for Hauge. There's Amaya Penn again. Getting the steal up top. Spinning past Grothaus and trading the reverse. I see you, Amaya. Amaya played an integral part on last year's team, starting as an 8th grader, and I imagine we'll be calling her name a lot more in the next few seasons. Petty. Now Petty again has it along the high post. Needs help. Finds Grace Lewis through the lane, and she's fouled.
Fouls on Amaya Penn. Grace Lewis, shooting 2.
Lewis back to the line. Hudson, they got to get some of these freebies to drop, and they still can't.
Ella Wolf coming in for the Raiders.
Yikes. I think that's the best way to sum up Hudson's performance at the free throw line today. 4 of 18. Sometimes it just doesn't go your way, even when you have great free throw shooters. Every gym's different. The field can be different. There can be some getting used to that you're not prepared for. All in all, though, just a real bizarre day. And you look at all the points they've left behind, 4 of 18. You're looking at a 16-point game. Who knows? On the other end, St. Croix Lutheran Academy, they're 5 of 6. They have 3 times as less attempts, and they're still outscoring them. Laura Hauge's 3 is short. Hudson trying to go outlet. Ella Avery steals it away. Hauge will pull up from the baseline. Short again. I don't know if fatigue is a factor yet, but she's come up short on her last couple of attempts. Hansen. Calling for it was Wolf. She'll kick back out. Hansen out of the key. Nothing there. Wolf again. Tries to post up on Oakland. Callie continuing to deny. Just 7 points. Looking to add 3 more. Won't do it there, and Hudson will let it bounce out of bounds. David Mielke didn't like that set. You heard him yell, "What are we doing? Run the ball, go in." Oakland will take a breather. St. Croix Lutheran Academy may be the aggressors here, up by 16 and showing no signs of relinquishing it, but coaches are still going to coach.
Fouls on Zoey Washington coming in for the Crusaders.
Here's Petty out to Hansen. Hansen and Lewis, both three-sport athletes, and it's worth noting, you may have heard tennis, soccer, and basketball. Tennis held in the spring for the girls compared to Minnesota when it's held in the fall. Hudson getting a few chances down low and shooting free throws will be Ella Wolf, but she blanked her last time up. So one of the few differences between Minnesota and Wisconsin sports, where girls tennis and I presume boys tennis are both played in the spring, where here the girls tennis plays in the fall, boys tennis plays in the spring.
Grace Lewis coming in for the Raiders.
Haley Orvik has 4 fouls with 6:13 to go, but considering the trajectory of this game, I don't think St. Croix Lutheran would start hacking, but if there's ever a time where you can tolerate a foul, this would be it. Hudson has missed their last 10 attempts at the line. They are 4 of 20. Washington for 3. Haley Orvik leaps up for the rebound, and Washington flips it in. Zoey with 14. And St. Croix Lutheran Academy, from the looks of it, they're going to knock off a Division I team from Wisconsin and a reigning conference champion. Wolf, the fadeaway, in and out. And back to the line she goes. That'll be it for Orvik. Haley Orvik will finish with 4 points. But I don't think she'll have too much to sweat about today. Mielke giving her some instruction. Orvik. Sometimes you'll see players take it hard when they foul out. And there was a pause regarding substitutions. But Hauge is able to check back in. And Ella Wolf back at the line, getting some encouragement from Grace Hansen. And you really feel for these players when they are just not able to get things to go their way, whether it's the free throw line from the floor. say this all the time, you're more than your stat line, but these players, whoa, high, low, a big one at that, almost a Hail Mary type situation. But Washington connects with Oakland. So the Crusaders of St. Croix Lutheran, here's a 3 from the key, nothing there. St. Croix Lutheran Academy is going to pick up a win over a Division I school from Wisconsin, a 20-win team. Getting the friendly bounce is Olivia Grothaus. She'll go up to 10 there. But this will be another resume-building victory, barring something weird, for St. Croix Lutheran Academy. Now, playing a team outside the state doesn't influence the section all that much as far as QRF goes, but
St. Croix Lutheran Academy would like to thank all 25 of its business partners, including these
they got to feel pretty good about themselves.
With their tape mark, Quick Trip,
St. Croix Lutheran will be a sleeper team
for more information on this program, please
in their section and in state. Well, everyone's going to be,
thanks for your support.
but that was the case last year when Providence Academy won it all, and they had to fight off a couple of resilient squads in Albany and Fergus Falls. Ella Avery, a 3-sport athlete, soccer, golf, and basketball. Isla Little playing volleyball, golf, and basketball. And Hudson, they're not going to give up. Well, and you can't. Hudson, again, winning the Big Rivers Conference with an undefeated record in conference play 2 of the last 3 seasons. By the way, Avery, Little, and Washington all part of the Toy Story contingent at St. Croix Lutheran Academy, along with Laura Hauge. There's a steal for Katie Grismore. A clutch move, but Hudson still scores. Ella Carstensen with her first field goal of this half. A lot would have to happen, though. Hauge trapped in the corner. They get out of it, and they find Isla Little, who gets on the board. St. Croix Lutheran Academy can do no wrong today. Offensive foul, but I think it's going to be slightly academic here.
Offensive foul by Olivia Grothaus.
With 3:14 left.
Zoey Washington for the Crusaders.
That goes against Ella Avery, but not much to worry about here. So St. Croix Lutheran Academy, who came into this game with a lengthy winning streak as they romped through the Skyline Conference. Oakland left alone, one-on-one, can't get the bounce there. And Hudson missing another transition look. Grothaus will shoot 2. St. Croix Lutheran has not dropped a game since the MLK duel with Providence Academy at St. Catherine University. Winners of 10 straight and closing in on 11. Grothaus to the line, and if nothing else, seeing a free throw go in is a welcome sight. I'm sure Hudson would have liked to had a better day at the free throw line. It probably would have put them in contention to win this game, but they're still scrapping. They get another stop. In a jam there, have to get out of it, they do. High-low, yes! Carstensen to Lewis, and Hudson, they still have 4 timeouts, but they still trail by 14. 50-36. Hauge, 3-ball. Callie Oakland with another offensive rebound. She has 9 points, but her influence goes much further than that today. And even if she doesn't get a double-double today, she has put together a pretty solid resume of her own. 4 double-doubles, Laura Hauge, 8 games with 20 points or more, and Zoey Washington making some big plays today. With less than 2 minutes remaining in this one. If you're watching this on the TSB Television YouTube channel, we have at least one more confirmed game, weather permitting, and that will be St. Michael, Iberville, and Hopkins. Beyond that, we have a couple of dates we're eyeing, but the threat of snowy winter weather could put our season to a premature end. But whatever happens, we'll be back at least one more time with the Triple Threat Girls Basketball Showcase, an event that Amaya Penn has participated in the last couple of years. It's a 4-game marathon, I should say, day-long marathon with several youth games, followed by the Senior Showcase event, or last year turned into Seniors and Friends. It's an all-star game. Anything can happen. Hudson steals the ball, and they're going to shoot free throws here. A lot would have to happen, but you have to admire Hudson's toughness, even with time winding down and the prospects of victory slim. Now again, they should get out of their first round, and I've often said when it comes to postseason play, in sections, things don't get interesting until the semifinal round in most cases. That second round, if you will. Offensive rebound. But Grothaus left that finger roll a tad short. Penn slicing through the hole, and she's got 13. Amaya Penn with one more razzle-dazzle play. Ella Carstensen able to score down low this time. It won't be enough to get the win today, but the Crusaders have enough of a resume with wins over Grand Rapids, Mountain Iron Buell, and now a conference champion from Wisconsin. High-low, Callie Oakland with one more. So the Crusaders will finish with 4 players in double digits. But that's how they like it. They have a lot of ways to beat you. Free throw shooting, not in Hudson's favor today, just 6 of 26. And all of those empty possessions added up over time as St. Croix Lutheran Academy appears content to run out the clock. They might try to get one more in there. And they will. Callie Oakland Well, they did run out the clock. Callie Oakland gets the last one to drop, so that will count. She'll finish with 13 points and very well could have a double-double by the time we're through. St. Croix Lutheran Academy beats Hudson 56-38. A balanced attack from the Crusaders made the difference in this one as they pulled away and didn't look back. So St. Croix Lutheran Academy goes to 20 wins, and for Hudson, they set their sights on postseason play where they should be a force in their region, and they still have a conference title to their credit. We'll try to get a word with some of the St. Croix Lutheran players before we wrap it up. You're watching high school girls basketball. The Crusaders knock off the Raiders, 56-38. It was a balanced attack that gave St. Croix Lutheran Academy their 20th win over... Let me try that again. It was a balanced attack that gave St. Croix Lutheran Academy their 20th win of the season, doing so against the Big Rivers Conference champion in Hudson. Joining me are Zoey Washington, Callie Oakland, and Amaya Penn. Zoey, since you're closest to me, we'll start with you.
Okay, sounds good.
I know you missed a few games due to injury, but in the first half, you put in some big buckets to help St. Croix Lutheran pull away.
Yeah.
What do you make of a game like this where you play a team you don't get to see a lot, not often that you face a Wisconsin team, so I'm sure there's some similarities with scouting and preparation, but you can't go back and watch film necessarily. Yeah. So how do you go into a game like this?
I think what we kind of were talking about even yesterday was defense, and we had to make sure that we were, I know help was a big thing. So defense is what kind of helped us push us through this game, and defense helped us create offense, and we held them to 19 points in the first half. So we just wanted to make sure that our defense was there, and that would lead into our offense.
What do you think a win like this signals to your team and to the rest of the field? Another 20-win season, and you do so against a potential contender from Division I Wisconsin.
It gives us a lot of momentum. I think this was a big win for us, just being able to boost our confidence going in sections. And I think we played a great team ball game, so I think it's just a lot of momentum, and we're just gaining trust and confidence for sections.
And with your game, you seem to be in the right place at the right time today, dashing in, getting some layups, fast break plays inside. What do you think has helped you refine that timing where you can go in and make an impact play on a moment's notice?
I think I just see the floor, so as soon as I'll look at Callie and she'll look at me and I'll just go. So I think I'm kind of sneaky at times to be able to find the little cracks to allow me to get the ball, but it's all to my teammates being able to find me and get me the ball. So.
All right, Callie, I'll move over to you here. Were you trying to get a double-double at the end, that last play? Like, did you do that on purpose? It's like, how can I get that last rebound?
Well, no, I wasn't expecting to miss that shot, actually. So I was technically stacking my stats, but I wasn't expecting it. So a double-double is a double-double.
Well, we'll check the numbers, but spoken like a true confident player, you're not expecting to miss. I'd like to hear that. But it was your high-low play today, and on the defensive side, you made life miserable for the Hudson Post players and anyone who got inside. They had to go against you, and a couple of times I saw them fade away. So you weren't letting them in today. What would you make of your interior presence in this game?
I feel like just like having my team having great off the ball defense, and then when they get the ball into me, they trust me to make that play and to make sure that they don't get a bucket. And also having the help defense is also a great thing, because if I do get beat, they're right there.
And on offense, we saw you convert a couple of high-lows as well. I think Zoey got one to you, and I think Amaya did as well. How do you think you've improved from last year to this year? This is your second year starting, but I feel like you've really had a tremendous freshman season.
I feel like I've just been working on my finishing as well as our chemistry with our whole team. I would put it out to my teammates for actually trusting me to make my layups this year, because last year it wasn't very good. But I feel like just repetition and getting our chemistry back together is really helping me.
Well, I'm glad they trust you and you trust yourself as well. So anyone out there, Callie is not artificially inflating her numbers. She believes she can make all those shots. And Amaya, you hit a big one to close the first half. It was a tight one. You were slowly getting some distance with Hudson having trouble at the free throw line, but I feel that 3 at the end set the tone, and then you finished with 13 today. How would you say you've grown? You're another freshman who got starting time last year, so you and Callie have had a couple of years to get acclimated. How do you think that's showing?
I think that when me and Callie are in the game, just like the whole team, our chemistry is very well. And then now with her finishing her layups, we can just get her down there. And we've been playing really good post offense this year. Our posts have been killing it, and I think that when we get into the momentum of the game and you have 2 good posts down there, I feel like our guard defense goes 10 times harder because we know we have the help, and then I feel like their defense and our defense convert into our offense, and then our offense holds them off for the longer lead.
Well said. What would you make of the balance on this team? Laura Hauge got her 2,000 point, and she had a solid game, but 4 of the 5 starters get double digits today. And I know Zoey and Callie have gone out for big games, and you're right there. You can chip in some points too. How do you think that helps, and how do you think that has led to this team getting back-to-back 20-win seasons?
I think that with all of our starters, usually scoring in the double digits, and mostly me and Ella, we do a lot more assisting in games, but I feel like we know that in certain games when we need to get our buckets, we'll go and get them when it's crunch time, and then we'll still distribute the ball and be defensive maniacs.
Maniacs, I like that word. Zoey, there's something I wanted to ask of you, since I understand you're a big Whitney Houston fan.
Oh gosh, yes I am. That is true.
Do you have a favorite song of hers?
I mean, I Will Always Love You. It always hits different in the car. I Want to Dance with Somebody, Run to You. I could list them all, but yeah, anytime I can. It's a family thing too. So we love our Whitney Houston. So yes.
Okay, so that's where it started.
Yeah.
I was curious about that. And Amaya, do you have any fandom? Because I talked to Callie in November, and she's still a big Jason Tatum fan. I think she's still trying to marry him. Are there any, I don't know if you're trying to marry anybody, but is there someone out there that you go gaga about?
John Morant, his game is really nice. He has really beautiful children. It's just a really nice family.
So what happens? I think he's still with the Grizzlies. Yeah. So what happens when the Grizzlies and Celtics play each other? How did the 2 of you sort it out?
We cheer for our players and not our team.
Well said. Okay. So, because you 2 are freshmen, I'm like, you're going to have a few more years of this. So, before you go, you want to say hi to anybody?
Hi, Grandma. Hopefully you're watching. I don't know if you are, but hi.
I want to say hi to my mom. She's probably going to watch this back and take some stats. So, hi, Mom.
Hi, Dad. I know you're at work, but hey.
Well, hello, grandmas, dads, and Jason Tatum and John Morant. Whitney Houston can't watch this, unfortunately, with us, but I'm sure all of her fans might, your fans might tune in. That's that's right. Some of her fans might tune in. You know what? Someone might initiate you into one of those fan clubs afterward.
Hopefully, that's all.
Well, thanks for stopping by. Congrats on another 21 season, and good luck with the last week of play.
Yes, perfect. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Amaya, Penn, Callie, Oakland, and Zoey Washington, and that does it from St. Croix Lutheran Academy in West St. Paul. For the rest of our crew, I'm Mike Beaton. Thanks for watching.